Hey, what is going on, boys? Welcome to the follow-up of the GM with our Montreal Canadiens. As requested, I did put the trade difficulty to hard, and another thing, I did put the penalty to the maximum rate. Also, put the injuries off. So that's the thing I changed. This first video might be a long one because there's a couple of trades I want to make, and I feel like there's some needed change to our Montreal Canadiens team. I think we need a new captain, so we're just gonna jump right into it by doing some trades. So let's go. Let's go right into it. GM option, training destination. Oh, wait. We're gonna sim a day because this is actually a tip for you guys. When you sim a day, the teams are actually gonna send players in the minors, and that way they have more cap space. So that way there's maybe some trade that might go through. And this is actually a trade we need to make. We need to free some cap space. Alright, so we're gonna trade Genta, I think, for a pick. I mean, I don't think his trade value is nice and low. Bowler and Bourneville, like that. Yeah, other than that, what else? God, Breer, trade value is so low. Brian Genta, 4.5 milli. Alright, I don't think there's any team interested, so we're just gonna try to load up some cap space. Shane Monahan. Alright, never mind. So maybe for a second round pick and a player that maybe can help our team in the minors, about Biron. I'm not gonna go for more than that, maybe a second and a third. No, they don't want anything to do with that. How about a second straight up? They don't want to hold on. Alright, so you know what, guys? I'm just gonna cut it off, work some things, and I'll be right back with a trade that is going to go through. Alright, I think I can work something here with San Jose. So we're just gonna try to retain some cap space and get a second and a fourth, and a player can help our minor team. Just because San Jose won one of the only team that actually want to get rid of picks. So that might help us. So we're gonna try with 1 mil retained cap space. I'm ready to go as high as 1.6. 1.4. How about 1.5? 1.6? Alright, 1.6. Alright, blah. Alright. Have fun, San Jose with. So, 4.4, so 2.8 million. That is still free. So, I mean, and I think it was the last year of a contract for Brian Genta. So, this is still good for us. Now we have some cap space that we can work with. Alright, Bourneville trade value is nice and high, but I really like the 83. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, by the way, there's some players that are overall are higher than expected for the reason that I did the roster update of the playoff, or just before the playoff, because I didn't do it yet, and the change that I made stay there, but like Galchenyuk got a +1. Who else got a plus? I think Gallagher and Bork got a +3 just because it was tearing it off in the playoff. So I didn't make any change. This is the same GM mode, but the fact is I did an update and I updated the player in the GM mode. Like Darnay's a bit better also. Bourneville is a bit better. Weaver is now 82. Buller's now 81. And Bouillon's, I think, and we 79 instead of 77. So I'm sorry about that. I wasn't expecting that this affect my GM, but all the teams got a boost of overall. So I mean, it's fair. It's nothing like unrealistic and unfair. So we're just gonna leave it that way. And I think, yeah. All right. So next step, I wanted to get a demon that could play with PK Subban, and the fact is, I thought Victor Eamon at 3D for 4 mil, 87 overall, could be a great addition for us. Because I like his discipline, his physical category that he brings to the game. I think Montreal, this is a thing they need, especially at the point, because you got like Georges and Markov, that they're great, but they're not big. So we're gonna keep those two guys, but I feel Murray and Trinity, what I don't like about them, I'm gonna try to trade those two guys right now. Value is nice and high though, but we're gonna try to make something happen here. What I don't like about Murray is his discipline. I think that is low, and his offensive category are terrible. So we're just gonna try to work on something here. Try to maybe work on a trade. About any player that like semi-true role. Alright, like Kobarov, and we're gonna add. I think we might get rid of this. Oh my god, our pig value is so low. Oh my god. Oh, we got a phone call. Alright, gonna let that ring. Sorry about that, boys. Yeah, so we're gonna maybe have to trade one on prospect here, and by that maybe Boson Thrower, I think his name is. Yeah. So all that for Victor Edmond. Is this gonna go through? I feel like it might. So we're just gonna try it. No. How about we add a second round pick, or a second round pick, and you can add a third. No, how about a fourth? How about straight up? Oh my god, they're really bitching out, huh? This doesn't mean it's just on the left. Oh my god. They want Thenardier, huh? So we're gonna work with Thenardier. And a second round pick. Who else do they want? They want Bollier? Gotta admit, his trade value is nice and high. What is it? 4 green star potential? I really like Bollier though. But the fact is, I don't like an 81 overall prospect. Because if you're playing on a third D pairing, it's not gonna get any better. But if you're playing on a second D pairing, it's not gonna get any better because it's gonna play like shit. So we might just work with Bollier and Thenardier, our 2 defensive prospects. You guys may think this is an absolute crap deal, but the fact is, Edmund is young. He's 22 years old. I think 22 years old. Subban's also young, so we're gonna get 2, maybe top 2 defensemen. Edmund, yeah, Edmund is a top 2, so 2 top 2 that are gonna be here for 15 years, and that's actually denied over GM mode. And yeah, so I mean, and I don't like. I know Thenardier for a fact is not gonna get any better in the game. I had so many GM mode and never get to any higher than a depth defenseman. And Bollier, same with him, because when he's like 79 to 81 overall, this is a range that if you play him on the top 3D pairing, is not gonna get any better. But if you play him in the minors, it's not gonna get any better. If you play him on the first D pairing, it's really hard to work. It's really hard to work with this prospect. When he's 77, 78, this is great. Put him first line in minor, and you're just gonna get a jump to 82, 83, and then you can work with that. But when he is in that gap range between 79 and 81, this is just really hard to work with. From my personal experience, maybe you guys have other thoughts on that. But yeah, that's basically it. So I feel like I can get maybe a second back. How about that? Alright. That was a good deal. I like Inman. I think it's gonna be better than Bollier and Thenardier for a second. And yeah. Alright, that was a 3 difficulties on art, so we can get steals. So, but I think that was a good deal. I like Edwin. I like his physical aspect to the game, and I like his discipline for a big guy. So I think we can work with that very well. Now let's just check the line. It's gonna be Galchenyuk, Vanek, Pacioretty, Plekanec with Bork and Gallagher maybe. Then Eller, Bourneval, and Briere. I think we're gonna trade Darnay. I think we have to trade Darnay. Yeah, we're gonna trade Darnay. Trade value isn't that bad because Briere and then yeah. So we're gonna trade Darnay, and we're gonna try to get Toronto. Oh, lol. Washington. What can we get in Washington? We can try to get first round pick. Never mind. How about Anaheim? Is your first round pick nice and low? Boston. Poor relationship with Buffalo? Come on already. Calgary must be good. Poor? God damn it. Oh, good with Colorado. Alright. And they won David there now. Duchesne, McKinnon. God, Duchesne 90 overall. That's a nice overall. Talbot, McGinn. Nothing really I want to work with. You know what? I'm gonna cut this off and be right back with a guy that I actually want. And yeah, that's it. Alright, boys. We're back, and I think I might have something here. And trade Emelin Darnay, because Emelin, we're not gonna need him. Alright, again, his discipline is terrible, and since I put the penalty way up there. I know his checking is amazing, but I don't like the way he plays in real life. I'm not a big fan of Yemen, and at 2.7 mil to play on our top, not top, but bottom 6 demon, this is not gonna work for me. So we're gonna trade Darren Yemelin for Matt Molson. This is not gonna go through, but let's just see what they said about. Wait, what? On a hard difficulty, this trade just did go through. Alright. Well, I'm gonna take that any day of the week. Maybe because the fact is they did want both of player. Yeah. That makes sense now. See, the big thing with when you switch from medium to hard, it's not about the value, it's about what they want. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Alright, so this is a great addition to our team. So now let's just go ahead and see. Let's go back in there, see what kind of line we can make, because I think our defensive core is set. Subban, Edmund, alongside of Markov at Georges, and then we can have Weaver with Bouillon, meaning Murray can go actually. Alright, so we're gonna trade Murray to any team that Buffalo. No, we don't want him for like first round pick in the future. How about let's get down to the 2017 picks. This is not gonna go through because they need to give me a player back. So we're just gonna get down to how about DT Miller? But I'm gonna have a second or third. How about that? Yeah, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Alright, so sorry, but that was a quick deal. Load off Murray for first round pick in 2017. And now let's get back here. What the hell is wrong with me? So alright, so forwards, that's gonna be Patrick, Vanek, Galchenyuk, Plekanec, Molson, maybe Bourneval, and then I have a stacked third line with Eller, Book, and Gallagher. They do like that. Or maybe just put Plekanec, Molson, and Gallagher, and then Bourneval with Bork and Eller. And then Briere on the fourth line. Alright. I might trade Briere. And then we can work with those guys there. White. We got a lot of depth with Ross. So we're going to trade Briere. Or we play him on the fourth line. I think... I don't like having a playmaker in the fourth line. I don't think that's great for him. And he deserves better. He's a great guy. He's a great... So you know what? If I were a Montreal Canadiens, that's what I would do right now. Since there's no place for him on my lineup, I'm just gonna trade him to a team that he may actually have some great ice time, like St. Louis. And I'm gonna ask for a second, about 2 seconds. And just give me any players that you want to get rid of. About 75 Boulder guy. So, alright. Oh, that face though. So 2 seconds for Briere. That, yeah, alright. Thank you, St. Louis. See, it's all about if they want and if they want to get rid of, and if the trade value is nice in that mix. So if you're playing on trade difficulty hard, I guess this is what you need to do, because it's been 2 deals that we've made, and I think that's what we need to do. So alright, so let me mix up the lines, and I'm gonna show you guys what we accomplished, and I'll be back with the final product of this episode, I guess. Alright, this is the final product of the trade and everything that we make. So Pacioretty, Galchenyuk, Vanek, first line. It's gonna be tearing it up, especially if Galchenyuk gets a bit better. Molson, Plekanec, Gallagher. I like this line. Eller, Bourneval, and Bork. This is a strong third line. Very, very, very strong third line. And then White, Prost, and Weiss. Right. Defensive wise, Edmund, Subban, Georges, Markov, Bouillon, Weaver. Power play, I'm not going to go through all the power play. You can just take a look. Here, though, I put Molson on the point in order of Gallagher and Bourneval to play on the power play. So Bourneval gets a bit of potential here. Galchenyuk, yeah. So on the penalty kill, I put Eller. Just because I feel like he needs some ice time and he's actually great in his end. Plekanec, Eller here. So that's pretty much it. You can take a quick look to what I did here. Zooming Galchenyuk. And actually, in the roster update, Tokarski is now 83 overall. Yeah, you got that right. This is pretty cool. Yeah, so shootout. There's not gonna be any shootout, so I don't mind at all. So yeah, this is our line. This is what we accomplish as our first day as a GM. So yeah, I hope you like this trade. Now we need a new captain. Who's gonna be a new captain? I'm gonna leave that to you. I'm not gonna put any captain for now, but I will record the first maybe a month and a half of sim because I can't record tomorrow, and I really want to record it tonight. So after the month and a half, then we can name our captain. Maybe based on stat also. So let me know your opinion on that, and if you have any trade suggestion, any line suggestion, feel free to post it down in the comment section. And on that note, you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you later.